So today, I'll become a plumber. But first, the morning plumber routine. Oh, that's fresh as someone that's cold. Right, let's get started. Oh, a hair. Right, so my mate just bought his own house with his missus, first time, friends with them for years, since I was about 2. They need an electric shower. So we're gonna go and have a look at fitting an electric shower. We went there last night, measure up. We're gonna be doing some plumbing. We need to cut through a 15mm pipe to do a water supply to the top end of the bath that's going in. We need to do a 15mm water supply to the shower, and equally as well, we need to cap the other end off. But I've got a bit of an issue. The cold water pipe, by the looks of it, is 28mm, or it's Imperial. I spoke to Jimmy from Plumber Parts, and he was like, you need to double check that, because there's 2 types of olives to fit. So we could be cutting the pipes and getting ourselves absolutely balls deep in it, and not being able to repair it or fix it, but they're not living there yet. So I'm an electrician, I'm not a plumber. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but it's for a friend. So I thought I'd film it, show you all how not to do it. Enjoy. We're here. Job, spec, Adam. You've not done the plumber's ritual.
Oh no,
just go. No, I've already done mine, mate. Toilet's there. So we've got double checked that it is a 3/4 pipe. This is, which means you have a 22mm compression fitting with a 3/4 olive that fits in, because it's old pipe, so it's old measurements. And we've got a 15mm pipe here, which is the hot. That's the hot. That's the cold. We need to get that right. There's our 10mm for the shower. So that's going to be punched through, which is stud wall. Coming through in here. Shower is going on here. They are just painting the tiles. I know, already then. So we're not silicon around the shower today because they're that reason. This bath is a cast iron bath that's going to get smashed to smithereens later on today, to my knowledge. But we are going to be cutting into this pipe and this pipe, putting compression joints on it, putting some pipe that way with some stop ends on it that will allow them to run the taps off at some point. So that's the plan there. I'm going to cut them ones over there. Put some cap ends on that. Hopefully I've got enough stuff. If not, we're going back to the shoppy shop. Ugh, gross plumbers. So we're going to get the water cut off now, and obviously we want to make sure the hot's cut off as well. So valves, we're going to open all the taps up. Add a few, open the taps up there, hot and cold. We've got the immersion here. So we're going to turn the stop taps off and just drain the system down. And realistically, there's no isolation valves for the hot coming down whatsoever here, which is really annoying. So we don't have any option other than to drain that and cut it off at the header tank. I've just turned the tap on and the water's already cut off, you can see here. So I'm going to go and isolate the immersion to make sure we can drain the tank, so we can cut the hot water pipe as well. I don't know which way you turn these pipes.
All right, you do that. We know you're nearly flat. That is very stuck.
We need to make sure that's not filling back up, which it shouldn't do because the mains pressure's off. Right. We're gonna take some time now. Wingardium Leviosa. Oh my god. Oh dear. As much as I'd like to, which I wanted to solder, but realistically, it was wise for me not to be. Ah, see, he's giving. I have to cut that bit out because I just swore, because the guy at the shop clearly didn't listen to anything I said. Where that's wrong, clearly they're wrong. I should have checked it when he put it in the bag, but he did it behind the desk. Nice on City Plumbing. Ugh. But that's what I mean. So you've got 3/4 olives that are meant to be going into these 22mm fittings that will compress it down to 3/4 metric sizes. I pretend I know what I'm on about, but yeah. I had to buy. I've got a 15mm one, but I had to buy a bigger pipe slice. This is my dad's one from years ago. Make sure I don't lose that. There's one thing that happened years ago when my van got broken into the second time, when I didn't have any money to buy any new tools. My dad gave me, on his deathbed, bless him, so he wasn't using them anymore. Obviously he was terminally ill, but he gave me his tool bag with some of his stuff in it to get me back on my feet. And then my van got broken into again, and they took all of his stuff, but he'd already passed away by then. So all the sentimental stuff that I had with my dad's tools, which were bits and bobs, like you say, a pipe slice, stuff that I wouldn't use very often, or one of his old Bosch drills and whatnot, they took all that. So that sucked ass. So don't do things like that, people, naughty people. yeah, I'm gonna just figure out what I'm gonna do. The system's now drained down. I bought 2 off-cut metre lengths because I didn't need a 3 metre length. I'm gonna have to figure out what's wrong and what I'm gonna have to nip back to the wholesalers for. Alrighty then. Adam's just mounting the shower. I can't do any of my plumbing in the airing cupboard here until Adam's got this up because we want to make sure that I'm cutting this exactly and cutting it through. I've got the bits, I'm putting out the bits where I need them. Stop ends, I've got that, and then remaking a list of stuff that I need to buy. Drilling on this, simple and easy. We're going to use the new Bosch bits that we're not used yet in the drill pod. Alrighty then. Pointless, mate, you'd have to just eye it up.
Yeah, to go with the tiles.
Yeah, because everyone, if you fit a shower, you'll know this. It's curved edges all the way around. You can't put a level in it, but just follow the line on the edge. There's a reason Adam's putting it that side rather than this side, in case with the new bath they're having a glass screen. We don't want it in the way. And when you put the shower head in, you make sure it's the central of the bath, up and high. And this isn't too high or too low, so you'll be able to reach it. We're going to use the new, we want a 6mm bit, tile bit by Bosch. Bosch. We'll get 1 screw on there. It means then we can cut out the bit we want for the plumbing. We're going to do the plumbing that side. Good thing about these showers, they're reversible. Electric's here, plumbing there, easy peasy. Then we can go out. Oh no, we can't. Right, we just hung that on loosely on there. See, our electrics need to come out in this area. And plumbing. Perfection, that is. Yeah, I like it. Right. That's for you, sir. And I don't have any like hole saws as such for tiles, so I'm going to get Adam to get the little bit, and we're just going to go around, drill all them out, knock it through, make our life a bit easier. What?
We do have a multi-tool bit that cuts tiles.
Do you want to try that? With the front.
I can read in a book.
Did the first time ever.
No.
I don't think I put any in there. I think they're just normal ones. They're cut through. You can see there. I've used a file, filed all the edges. There's nothing sharp catching our stuff. Just jump next door. Let's have a look.
Oh.
Right, I staggered them off a little bit. So Adam's going to put the isolator in and around here in a minute. Link straight through for the power. I now need to cut. Oh, of course. Of course. It just gets worse, doesn't it?
What?
I need to put a T there, but then for the angle of that, it's almost in line with that.
Oh, so if you put the shower a bit higher, if we thought about it.
Yeah, but it sits around that anyway. You don't want it too high and too low. But there's another compression there. If I've got to go and get some more copper,
Just make
I could just get another length and then move that compression down and have the T in the middle. See what I mean?
That socket is definitely going to get full of water.
We put that one in there, compression across.
What are they, a metre?
Yeah, and then I just put a compression anywhere, and I just have to buy another length of this. Right, it's time. I'm going to cut the pipe here first, just to alleviate the water under here. This is where we're at. I'm making this up as I go along, guys. So that piece is out, which you can see here and here. This is the piece we're going to slide in. Try and slide in. It's going to sit in there, and then we're going to do a straight through joint coupler, but then we're going to do a T in there, and then as it brought us across, we're going to do an isolation valve, which is there, so we can cut off. I mean, I could do it higher up so we can isolate the bathroom altogether, which would probably be more useful for everyone. Yeah, right. Stick a new olive on that, and then get the nut back on it, which is here. So I've cut that, done that, all the good stuff. I've made up my sizing, my cuts and everything that I need, but the problem is they didn't give me any PTFE tape either, which is on the invoice. So I made a list of stuff I'm gonna get. Nip back there, come back, get it on, bada bing, bada boom. Adam's putting the rail together for the shower, but it's like a dual shower head one, which neither of us have done before, so he's having fun with that.
That just flap on there.
You're going to be okay left here by yourself, mate. Right, I'm finally back after much faffing. PTFE tape. I'm just putting it all together like I laid it out before, and to my knowledge there's 2 ways to fit PTFE tape. You turn around and you wrap the olive around, but I sort of try and do it on the thread and the olive. I'm an electrician, not a plumber. This is what my dad taught me years ago. Adam, do you have any knowledge with this? What would you wrap it around? The thread or the olive? Or
Thread.
Yeah, see, I do the thread as well. And everyone keeps saying to me, get liquid PTFE. But they didn't have any in stock. So this one it is. So I'm just getting this framework together and then we'll get it in and see what it looks like. The guy in the shop did say to me about getting some couplers, I think they're called, joint throughs, to allow me to be able to cut the pipe, slot this in and put it together. But because we've got loads of wiggle room, because I've cut the pipes into the bath, will allow me to pull and bend up and down. So yeah, but as soon as I got this bit in, Adam can start putting the shower together properly and doing the electrics. Then we'll jump into the bath, so wish me luck. Right, we put that on, we've got this in. That's just got a loop up, that pipe will push up in a minute. So far, so good. I'm quite happy with it, and it means Adam can, you're thinking about putting the pattress here, aren't you, and drilling a hole out the back and just do a rear entry with the pipes. Yep. With the cable, sorry. So far, so good, but obviously it comes down to it a little bit whether or not it's watertight. But I managed to do everything as tight as I could without twisting and bending it, because that's the problem when you try and do it freehand on the floor. Every time you tie something up, the pipe twists, and obviously it all needs to be in the correct angles. So I've done everything as best as I can, and then once it's in place and I've tightened everything up a bit, I can go around and really tighten it up because it will all support itself and keep it straight. This pipe's passing under the hot, which isn't really an issue. I'm just going to make sure at the bottom here, we just stick it on a leg. Ideally, we wanted to bend this out and around or bend this pipe up. I'm not going to.
Hold it like that so it looks amazing.
Let go. Oh, we don't like a floppy one, do we? Well, you don't like a floppy one, do you? Right, we managed to get that in, held it in place. I'm super chuffed we actually managed to do it, to be honest. I've got the head in, so, excuse me. What we're going to do now, I'm going to carry on doing the pipework down here just so we can get some water back in the system and test it. Because the last thing we want to do is carry on, complete this off if there's a leak and the shower has to go back off. Right, that's my plumbing done. End caps on there. We've got our T's there with our isolation valves. I've angled the bottom one slightly. I don't know if you can see that, so you can still access it with the screwdriver. That's there then for when, as and when they want to put the new bath in. That's there, so we just got to turn it on now, but Adam's faffing around outside with cutting the trunk in. And yeah, I'm quite happy with it. If you're a plumber, I don't know why you're watching this, but if you are watching this, let me know how I've done. I'd like to have soldered it all, but I'd have just spent too much money on buying. I've got a blowtorch, but I don't have any solder or flux. If I have, it's long gone. So, but yeah, we'll see if all my joints hold up in a minute when we turn it on. But we'll wait for Adam to get stuff done. So we'll see you probably in an hour. How long it's going to take Adam to do, to be honest. Gold card, you know what I mean? Adam's done his bits now, so hopefully that's off.
Oh, the isolation upstairs.
That red one never turned. It was that hard. It was constant like that. So that's our first joint that I want to double check. But obviously the hot water as well, which goes down to the bits that I've cut. So we're just going to let it up for a few minutes. Run my finger around, make sure we've got nothing visible dripping out of anything that I've done. And then once I'm happy with that and the hot, I'll turn this ISO on, get some water flowing through all the other joints I've done. I'm going to double check the hot. Right, so I've got my hot water on here. Nothing on the stop end that I've put in so far. Absolutely nothing on here at all. Neither out of the end of here, so happy days. This is what Adam's done with the ISO for the shower. Running down. We're yet to power that up yet. Obviously we're going to stick a tester across it as well, because I didn't actually run the cable in. The other electrician that they had in, because I wasn't available to help out, so they ran that in. But that's what Adam's done in here. Good, nice new shower head. I've never fitted one of these ones with a dual head, so Adam managed to figure it all out on the instructions, so decent. And yeah, it's just a waiting game now. I'm just going to get the Hoover out. Hoover this, or being there, it's about to get smashed into 1,000 pieces. 1,000 pieces. Right, header tank's pretty much full, so Is that the toilet filling up? Yeah. Oh, that's getting the hell out of me then. Oh, just something is leaking.
You stop it, it's alright, not pissing out, it's alright.
See, the guy said to me, oh yeah, they stick a plastic one on that, no problem. Right, one leak. Adam did swear, so I've just had to cut that out. So yeah, my fault. I hadn't pushed the stop end on enough. Yeah, that's all done. That's all done. Happy days. Hang on, mate. Just grab the tester from the van, and then we'll power up. First wash Adam's had in a couple of months, isn't it, mate? What do you think? Yeah, I'll switch it over. So you've got that one, and then switch it over on there.
Yeah, that's hot now.
Go on then.
I've never seen a shower over so many settings.
Your mum's shower head's got loads of settings. Oh, never mind. So yeah, the problem is you only have electric showers like this. Me and Amber were having discussions. Turn it off for a minute so everyone can hear me, mate.
Oh, that's hot now.
Showers do get hot. Is when we did a shower video crash a couple of years ago. I don't know if you remember this. And when someone from America saw the video, they were like, "Why have you got an electric? Why is there an electric heater within the shower cubicle?" They couldn't wrap their head around it. And I agree, especially with bits like this. Like that shower unit could have easily gone in the airing cupboard, or what would have been an airing cupboard back in the day. Yeah. And you could just had a push button. That's if you don't have, because they don't have a combi boiler here because there's no central heating or anything like that. It's just the immersion tank. So, and the thing is with these, they're really bad. If you've got bad water pressure in your area, having an electric shower is just awful because it just literally it's just a dribble and it just wheeze on you rather than anything. But yeah, if you're American, you are watching this. We find this weird as well, but this has been the norm for 50 years or so. So yeah, it is what it is.
I'd never have one.
Adam wouldn't have one. I've got one in my house that's not used. We've got a boiler one, which is our ensuite, and then the kids' bathroom that they don't even use, they come and use our one, has got this. So if the boiler ever goes down, we still have a shower. That's the theory behind it. Thank you very much for watching. Like if you want us to do more plumbing.
Don't like it, just we won't.
And we'll see you in the next one. Take care now. Bye bye then.
Bye.